It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' sure-handed wide receiver, who's topped the 1,300-yard mark receiving on the year. It's the Jags and the Panthers on EA Sports.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season. And we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not a
Sanchez on to get us started, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And no chance to get away, as they'll
also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Jaguars at 11-5 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Parker, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Olsen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Olsen. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, He's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Up the middle they go. Noel. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Throwing is Hurts. Goes right back to McBride.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll run on first down. Noel, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Parker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 2nd down, Olsen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on first down. It's Parker. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Olsen. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Olsen.
That'll be caught by Parker.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Parker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Olsen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Olsen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this 1st half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they could look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Olsen got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Sam Laporta, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. And down to the 7-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Olsen. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. On 2nd down now. It's Parker, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Olsen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught by Laporta. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jags are able to add on to that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Carolina offense about ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. They go play action here on 1st down.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Olsen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 6 yards away.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Hurts. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Brian Burns with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Throwing on first down, Olsen. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, Olsen. And this will be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguar.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
81 yards.
And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
This 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. It's Parker.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Back to throw. Olsen. That one caught by Gibson.
And he is going to have a Jags first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Parker.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Olsen.
Finding Gibson on the slant.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Olsen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Off play action. Olsen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw again. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. That's complete to McBride.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, Olsen. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's able to find Wallace. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Noel. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He finds his man complete. That's Hicks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. They run the counter. Noel. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw.
Forced.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On 1st down, it's Parker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Olsen got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
They'll drop to throw.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts. And complete to Smith-Njigba.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd down, Noel, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Hurts.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 4 yards out.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd down now. It's Parker.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On third down, Parker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jaguars,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers...